Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 30th of January 2025. So, yesterday, Powell saves markets from hawkish Fed statement, but mega cap meltdown resumes. Interest rates remained the same yesterday, which you can see there, 4.5 across the board there. So, the news surrounding this, US stocks finished lower with markets in reaction to the FOMC because they didn't get the rate cut they were hoping for. And markets chopped to Fed as initial hawkish reaction is unwound. So that was during the press conference and also Trump interjecting it as well. Economic news today, let's have a quick look. And we've got some flash CPI, refinancing rate for the Eurozone. That'll be interesting actually. Let's just look at that one in a bit more detail. So rate cut coming for Eurozone. 3.15 down to 2.9. They're odd numbers. It's normally, well, it is in quarters, but that's an odd one. And the monetary policy statement, so that's Lagarde that will be out. And advanced GDP quarter on quarter from the US, followed by employment claims. They're a weekly one. And then advanced GDP, and then ECB press conference, so she's going to be out again. And pending home sales out at 3 p.m. So 1:45 before the Dow opens. Got the ECB press conference, the equivalent of Powell's press conference at 7:30 p.m. last night. Right, let's have a look at the market's reaction to no cut and kick off with the Dow. So the Dow inside bar for yesterday, obviously not happy with the fact that Powell didn't cut rates and then was hawkish and then became more dovish. But supporting prices, new all-time high, still on the cards for all of these markets. So in the 30-minute chart, you can see the market up in the cash market. Then obviously an ab reaction there to Powell's statement and press conference. Market moving up overnight, currently above the DP. There's the high that needs to be taken out for yesterday and needs to hold, like I say, above that DP area. Let's have a look at the German DAX, which despite the economy falling out of... So in the German DAX, market making a new all-time high, despite the fact that the economy is the polar opposite at the moment, falling out of bed, and yet the market continues to make new all-time highs. The disconnect is breathtaking, the manipulation of prices is breathtaking, and not difficult to achieve these days, is it, with the computerization? We've seen anything's possible over the last few days with regards to AI. So again, nothing appears to be what it used to be. Let's put it that way. So 21,675, 22,000 is on the cards. It's not going to be a problem. When the market pulled back in December, this is the 20th of December, and we're currently, let's just have a look from this low to where we are to the all-time high. And you will see the market's moved 2,000 points. It's only got 300 and whatever it is to go, 325 to get to the 22,000 psychological level, so not a problem at all. It'll soon achieve that. I could do that in one day these days. And there you can see yesterday market sideways in the morning, then breaking out and then sideways overnight. Didn't really react much to Powell's statements either. So obviously it's going to be focused on what Lagarde's got to say today and also the refinancing rate out at 115. So in the S&P 500, again, not much of a reaction yesterday, but the market's starting to move up overnight, so it's free to move back to the all-time high of 61.27. In the 30-minute charts, the market drifting down. It's under pressure, of course, with the AI wars that's now turned up, and China have released another two platforms, along with Alibaba. So it's starting to get very interesting. And of course, ChatGPT, that when it was set up, went and actually combed every single website in the world, took all of the data off that to create the AI to start with, is now having a hissy fit because they believe that DeepSeek has taken their data, when in fact what they did in the first place was illegal because of copyrights. And even the chairman of Microsoft, I can't think of his name at the moment, but he said that the copyright law should be changed when we put 50% investment into ChatGPT. And then, now the boot's on the other foot, as it were. They're all having a hissy fit over it. And you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to come out with some sort of national security thing and try and ban DeepSeek and all of the other platforms, because otherwise it's not going to look too good, is it? It only cost $6 million to create the others and hundreds of billions to create ChatGPT. They've got to get a return on their investment. They've got to maintain that dominance as well, which seems to be the case with everything as far as the US is concerned. But I will have no problem using it, even if it was banned in this country, which I can't see. But in the US, all you do is just get a VPN. And because it's open source, you can download it locally to your computer and circumvent it anyway. So not a problem. They can please themselves. It's just sour grapes, that's all it is. Anyway, back to the knitting here. We've got the S&P, say choppy as well, but above the DP and heading back towards yesterday's high. It might be a pullback on the open this morning, which seems to be the pattern at the moment. Interesting volume in the FT100, a lot of supply around at this level. And Reeves's statement yesterday was laughable, to put it politely. I've never seen anything like it. Third runway at Heathrow by 2015 will increase GDP by 0.4. So that's 2050. So let me just get this right. First, she's got to get approval, and she's got to get that from Miliband, who's on a net zero bender, frankly. Before long, we'll all be having no cars and whatever with that man. But again, let's not get too political. So at the moment, the market's holding for her, despite the delusionary stuff that she's done and the tax grab. And yet she's going to, miraculously come up with some growth. Yet we'd still have growth if she hadn't had the 40 billion tax grab. But there you go. What can you say? I thought a brilliant interview last night. They're talking about a bit like sort of left wing, 16-year-old students that have now got power because they haven't got a damn clue what they're doing. That's for sure. Anyway, the FT100 was up and then it was down. The reaction to the US rates, and so that was. There you go. So they moved the market up while Reeves spoke, and then they could see the reality. One economic news item doesn't change a trend, and certainly doesn't change what that woman's got to offer. That's for sure. Anyway, DP is where the prices are. The market needs to get back through the high there. The dollar sideways, not a lot to report, so let's have a look at the metals. So in the metals, we can see that silver was allowed to move up yesterday. Prices still stuck in a range though, and I imagine they're going to be held in this range. Not much chance of breaking out and heading back to the all-time high there not all-time high, I wish. To the recent high of last year of 34.82. 30-minute chart. I don't know why, but silver was allowed to move up yesterday afternoon and also held as well. Maybe the dovish approach that changed the tune. But gold didn't fare as well. I expected to see a new all-time high in that, but we didn't get it. Market was sideways there. And 2790 is the all-time high. But certainly there's a bit of concern when gold is moving up and Trump's proposing all of these changes. There's obviously a bit of insurance money being thrown into gold there just in case it goes pear-shaped. And 30-minute chart you can see there, it was only when Powell spoke after the press conference that he managed to move prices back to the upside there. So let's have a look at the gold-silver ratio. And in the gold-silver ratio, you can see this down yesterday. I'm surprised, but we're still stuck in that sideways range. It'll soon be back to the upside, and it's already starting to show green there as well. Let's have a quick look at yesterday's trades. So not a lot to report during yesterday. Let me just wind the chart back. As we mentioned yesterday morning, the same price action was displayed at just after 6 as it was during Tuesday's session. And it was not too dissimilar on the start, actually, with prices being moved down. And then we see the cash market move prices up. Tried to move it down, that failed. And you can see got a lot of support there at the 200 MA and also these three areas where the market dipped down to. So there must have been orders waiting to be filled there. And then prices just stuck in a sideways range. We went down and this time we did break, as you can see there. And as the market started to come back, because we had the support to the left, a matter of taking the profits off the table to recover the small losses in the first trade, and then that was it. The market moved to the upside. So again, this is something that's starting to happen. We get this pattern of sideways, and also this one as well in the US, bringing the derivatives up, bringing the DAX up as well. So in the afternoon, the market just trading sideways to higher, waiting for Powell, and then the market drifting down as it waited for him. But I haven't got the market action there. But let's have a look at the overnight, and you can see there at the moment prices are sideways. We just compress the chart. We can see how far we are off the high. We're not that far, and like I say, 21,675 at the moment. So not a lot to get to to the psychological level of 22,000, which I can stop this drawing, will be up here. It's always worth drawing these lines in, because when the market does start to move, it's amazing how it soon gets to them as well. So that's the level there, and it's just above the R3, so a big move would have no trouble sending the market up to that level. So what have we got? 100, 200, 300 points, 325 to be precise, where the market was currently at with its all-time high. Right, that's it for this one. Let's see what happens today, and have a good day. And with that, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.